Right now, there's a major worldwide shipping crisis. How will that affect you as a collector? Let's talk about it up next. Statue collectors, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. I want to start out by just saying thank you so very much for being here today, and I hope you're all doing great. And if it is your first time visiting, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and please hit that like button. That does help people just like you find content just like this. Now, like I said today, I want to do some talking with you guys. I want to do a statue chat. I want to talk about shipping. Now, shipping is nothing new to this channel. We've been talking about it for years. The prices keep going up. There's surcharges and all this other stuff right now. Of course, we are in the middle of a global pandemic, which has definitely affected shipping, and that got me thinking about some of the recent articles and things that I've read that have happened worldwide, and I even had an article this week that just absolutely blew my mind, and I wanted to talk about that with you guys today. So let's start out with talking about December. You guys might remember that there was this cargo ship, and maybe you didn't even see this news, but there was this massive cargo ship out of China that had some sort of accident where product was damaged, shipping containers were damaged, and I think even some went overboard. So at the time, I actually was very, very nervous because I had ordered this Bane right here from Prime One Studio, and it was on a long boat, like a 3-month boat. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just knew that was probably one of the ones that went over. Well, lucky for me, it did not. I received it just fine. But in recent weeks, people have been getting emails from Sideshow Collectibles and others that said, okay, because of this, some of our product was on the ship. We had damages or something, so your statues are going to be delayed for maybe 6 or 7 months, which sucks, but at the same time, at least you know you're going to be getting your product. But that got me thinking, like, that is going to cause a major problem. Then, just this last week, there was another major accident with one of these shipping containers on these big giant cargo ships, and who knows what was lost? Who knows if statues were lost or other collectibles? I'm assuming there's a good chance that probably the answer is yes. And I bet we'll be finding out in the next month or so if we had product that was on that ship. Because stuff is constantly coming from China, especially in the collecting world. All of our statues, I think primarily all of them, are made in China. And they all come in these giant cargo ships with these shipping containers. Okay? Now, I then saw this article this week, not today, but this week, that is talking about spot rates. So what happens is we are in this global pandemic, right? China is continuing to send stuff out. They were able to kind of contain things and get things back to normal a lot quicker than the rest of the world has been. So they are continuing to want to ship things out, right? Well, all of these containers are getting to places like the United States or Europe. But the United States, they haven't been as productive during coronavirus. We had a lot of shutdowns and things like that. So all of these containers are empty. Some of them are waiting to fill them up to ship them out to the world. But right now, a lot of those containers are empty. But China, at the same time, is wanting to ship all these containers. They still have a lot more product to ship. So what that's done is it's created this massive surcharge. Okay, so let me get this. I'm going to read this here. In December, spot rates were 264% higher for Asia to North Europe compared to a year ago. And compared with last March's low prices, freight rates from China to the United States and Europe have surged 300%. I'm going to say that again, 300%. He said spot rates are up about $6,000 per container compared with the usual $1,200. So that means in order for companies to get their items, instead of paying $1,200, they're now having to pay $6,000 per container, and they're obviously having to wait longer. There's this major gridlock right now. China is wanting these containers, but a lot of these containers are sitting empty, so they're even paying more money to get those empty containers back just so they can ship things to us, which is crazy. So again, who's going to have to pay that? The statue companies are going to pay it up front, I'm assuming, or other companies, other collectible companies. But then I think in the end, the consumer is going to have to pay that. You know, we're going to have to pay or foot that bill in the long run because of what's going on. Now, I am hoping that that starts to clear itself up as things hopefully get back to normal with vaccines and everything else, whether you believe in it or not. I'm going to be getting mine, but I'm hoping that eventually things do go back to normal by the end of the summer. And maybe some of these things will get back to normal, and maybe some of those prices will level out. But I just wanted you guys to be aware of that you might start seeing some surcharges in shipping. If you order from companies overseas, like Prime One Studio, which I order from, some of their rates have not been too bad lately, but there have been really high rates in the past. So what's going to happen now if those containers can't get to us, or if there's a delay for another 6 months, or if the companies are charging these giant amounts because they need to get their shipping containers to the United States or Europe or wherever they're going. It's very interesting to me to see what is happening, and I think it's important for us to pay attention to things like that, because at the end of the day, these are choices that we have to make when we order things. I am very optimistic that things will go back to normal, like I said, but be aware that that might take some time. I feel like I've said this before about other things, but I just want to reach out to you as the collector. We need to be patient right now, okay? We have to be patient and we have to be understanding. I know when it comes to these giant high dollar statues, sometimes we get impatient. Sometimes we don't like delays. But again, I'm going to reach out to you and just say, let's cut the statue company some slack. They're not wanting to delay product. Okay, they want to get it out to you so they can get the next things and you can purchase that. You know, they're wanting to constantly go. And we are the same way as collectors. We want the new stuff. We want it quick. We want it good. We want it quality. But again, I just feel like right now we do need to cut everybody some slack. And hopefully we've been doing that. I know we've been going on for just about a year now with this pandemic. But I am still trying to focus on the positive. Whenever I see news about these containers, like I'm just reading this here, it says, 3 out of 4 containers in the U.S. are going back empty. So again, that means it's delaying. We're delaying things, and that will take time. It will take time. I did also see that they talked about how many shipping containers. I thought this was interesting. There's 180 million of these giant shipping containers worldwide, but they continue to be in the wrong place. So again, give it time. Please be patient, and I really think this will all work itself out. You might have to pay additional surcharges for a while. I'm just giving you a heads up. It might happen. Hopefully I am completely wrong, but I do try to have a pulse on the community. I like to, kind of get my feel for how things are going, and I just feel like things might get a little bumpy before they get better, but I do think in time those shipping costs might level out, okay? But I do want to know your thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Have you guys been reading up on this information as well? Do you think it'll really affect the end of the cost? Like, I can't imagine the company's eating that cost, but I do think it will be passed on to us in some form or fashion. It might not be on the ones we've already pre-ordered. It might be the ones that are in the future. But, rates in the U.S. have been really, really good, especially ordering through Sideshow Collectibles. They've done a really good job of keeping those rates really reasonable, even with everything going on. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that. Again, hopefully companies like Sideshow will be able to maintain that. But again, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that things might change in the next 6 or 7 months. I don't know. But again, let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear them, read them. And again, just thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I just want to share kind of what I knew, and I thought it would be an interesting topic to talk about with all of you guys. Again, I hope you're all doing well. And again, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and click that notification bell. Make sure you choose all. Consider hitting the join button down below. You have early access if you would like to do that. Have some new options as well if you want to check those out, including a brand new Bat Box subscription, which would be really cool. And also, if you would like, check out our merch at the Teespring store. Get you some hoodies or t-shirts and things like that. We even have stickers, which is pretty awesome. So thank you everybody that supported the channel by buying these things. It really means the world to me, and it's so freaking awesome to see all of you out there wearing this stuff. It's so cool welcome to the Brotherhood of the Bat. Again, just thank you guys so very much for checking it out today. Love you all. Take care. I'll see you next time in the Bat Cave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Bat Cave.